I know what I went through.
Awful. It was awful what you went through, Kim. Us.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're looking at the biggest bust-ups and rows ever broadcast on British TV.
And I asked you a question, you failed to answer a single one of mine. Frankly, I find this whole thing a waste of time.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 20, The Fish and Anchor. Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares.
So it was better for them to sit there where they were happy.
We've been waiting here since 8 o'clock. I'm going home.
Who can forget Mike and Karen? While nearly every episode of Kitchen Nightmares features Gordon coming to blows with the owners, in this one the owners were constantly at each other's throats too, and Gordon was often stuck spectating. Their rows were legendary, with locals being well aware of the venue's reputation.
But there's no need to bloody swear and shout in front of everybody.
Well, I'm sorry, you know, the crap.
Yeah, well, don't bother coming back.
At one point, a furious customer goes into the kitchen and announces that he and his family are leaving after waiting hours for their food, prompting fury from Karen, who goes after him. Mike then chucks out another disgruntled customer after he argues with Karen.
No, I haven't got a bloody after. I'm not being sworn at.
Whoa, whoa.
She, of course, rows with Gordon too, in one of the most intense episodes of the entire series.
Please don't tell me any different, because...
I'm not telling you any different.
Don't start shouting.
I'm not shouting.
You'll run off in a minute and start smoking.
Number 19, Secret Couple, The Traitors.
Guys, straight up, this is a lot.
In truly bizarre scenes, contestants Tom and Alex started feeling the heat and decided they needed to come clean. They were actually a couple, and had been the entire time they'd been on the show.
Alex isn't a traitor, straight up. She's my girlfriend. We came in here as a couple.
Upon learning that Alex, along with two others, had been put on trial as the potential next murder victim, Tom spoke up and revealed that she was his girlfriend. If you haven't seen The Traitors, you're probably wondering why this was such a huge deal, but they take deception very seriously up there, and a huge argument ensued.
Do you know what? I've been playing it dumb. Guys, I read people like frickin' books. Hannah's the traitor, Ivan's the traitor.
Tom started accusing everybody else in the room of being a traitor and getting it wrong every time.
Defend yourself! Defend yourself!
I know! We're getting seriously, they've been coming in doing nothing!
Number 18, Lady C. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Lady C, be quiet. Lady C. Lady C, shut up. You shut up.
I will talk if I
No,
won't.
be quiet. You are a rude, horrible woman at the moment, and you've got a very, very nasty energy about you.
It's impossible to pick just one Lady C moment, because there were so many. Her stint on I'm a Celeb was one enormous argument at the end of the day, but particularly notable were her rows with beloved TV personality Yvette Fielding. It takes a lot to make an ex-Blue Peter presenter lose their rag, but Lady C managed it with frightening ease.
Yeah, but
Or then, shut up and let me speak!
Though Lady C insisted that she was only arguing with people who deserved it, this clearly wasn't true. But attempts to get her to stop arguing only led to more discord, since she wouldn't listen to anybody trying to intervene and stop her from belittling her fellow campmates.
You're very, very rude, you know? You're an incredibly rude lady.
I intend
to be. And you know what? You know what? Whatever you get, you deserve, because you're not a nice person.
Number 17, Adam and Debs. Blind date.
When the screen went back and I first saw Debs, I thought she had a nice figure, which is good because I only date size 8s. But she wasn't there, so I was a bit disappointed.
They must have liked each other a bit to go on the date at all, but it didn't last long, because Adam was absolute scum. He was extremely arrogant, spent their romantic getaway trying to pull other girls, and was convinced that Debs was in love with him, and also not worth his time. The audience was clearly on Debs' side, as was the one and only Cilla Black, who came to Debs' defense.
And on that note...
But no, I can't just say though.
Shut up! I've had enough of you now. I've had enough of you.
I'll say one more thing.
No!
They kept arguing in the studio, with Debs insulting him just as much as he insulted her. He tried to get the audience to support him, only to get booed.
I mean, we're in good shape though, aren't we?
Adam, you've pumped the top bit up. You've got very skinny, hairy legs. You look like the Tasmanian devil.
What's Adam doing now? We have no idea, but he's probably not living it up with American supermodels in St. Kitts. Number 16, Andrew Neil and Ben Shapiro. BBC News.
Are you an objective journalist or are you an opinion journalist?
I'm a journalist that asks questions.
Okay, so you're a supposedly objective journalist calling policies with which you disagree barbaric and suggesting only one side of the political aisle.
What's the difference between an interview and a debate? Don't ask Ben Shapiro, because he clearly has no idea. He turned up on BBC News to be interviewed by veteran broadcaster Andrew Neil, known for his ruthless political commentary and, crucially, for being right-wing. Shapiro didn't seem to realise that he was being interviewed and not debated, accusing Andrew Neil of not being an objective journalist, even though Neil was just doing his job of asking his subjects difficult questions.
Why don't you just say that you're on the left? Is this so hard for you? Why can't you just be honest?
Mr.
Seriously,
Shapiro,
it's a serious question.
Mr. Shapiro, if you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
Shapiro then accused Neil of being a leftist, which Neil treated with the seriousness it deserved. Finally, Shapiro stormed out and ended the segment early. Number 15, Ziggy versus everyone. 4 in a bed.
Can you explain why I was paid 60?
Because the curtains let in the light and I couldn't sleep. The fridge making a noise. I wasn't really impressed with the walking and the pond. That's what I
think it's very much Ziggy's decision.
Oh, thanks.
Self-styled Mr. Nasty Ziggy had a lot to answer for on payment day, when the other B&B owners realised that he dramatically underpaid. This was despite giving good feedback on the forms.
In your comments, though, you gave me no indication.
Yeah.
This has shocked me.
Yeah.
It really, really has shocked me.
He was extremely smug when he said he'd underpaid because of the curtains being iffy and the mini fridge making noise, clearly playing to win by letting his wife compliment everybody and then knocking off cash in the final bill.
We've got £50. Well, I'm absolutely bloody outraged. That is absolutely appalling. It sickens me, it upsets me.
To add insult to injury, their B&B was rubbish, so their game playing didn't even work. Eden Lodge was not the best value B&B, and they didn't get the coveted 4 in a bed plaque.
It is a competition. Take what we say on the chin.
You're basically saying that both Claire and our places are worth less than your rooms, which is just ludicrous.
Number 14, Megan and Alexis. Married at First Sight. The drama was high in this series of Married at First Sight, with 2 relationships ruined early on. Megan cheated on Bob and Jordan cheated on Alexis when they shared a cheeky kiss.
We actually shared a kiss.
Though Megan and Jordan seemed to think they hadn't really done anything wrong, with Megan even claiming that Alexis had encouraged her. Arguments raged when Jordan confessed.
Just to confirm, the only conversation I had with Megan is the fact that me and him are not cracking on. That wasn't the go-ahead.
Bob broke down in tears while Jordan admitted he decided to stay in the show that week because he wanted the chance to try it on again with Megan. Megan apologized, but still shifted the blame onto Alexis.
And even more so, Bob. How lovely is Bob? You do that to Bob. It's disgusting. Okay. It's more for on you, Megan.
Number 13, Kim Woodburn and Colleen Nolan. Loose Women.
You know what you did, and I'm going to tell you something.
I tell you what I did. I didn't tell you how vile you are from day one. That's what I should have done.
You, my dear.
You're a horrible, self-centered, publicity-seeking witch.
Following her legendary Celebrity Big Brother appearance, the late Kim Woodburn kept making the rounds on talk shows, including having a go at Phillip Schofield on This Morning after he confronted her about her behaviour. But she was eventually persuaded to turn up on Loose Women too, for a final showdown with her nemesis, Colleen Nolan.
I don't want to draw a line on
You don't want to...
I will never forget what the likes of her and 7 others put me through.
OK, well...
I'll never forget it, never.
But
because
Kim,
it was
every
sad and
reality-
awful and it was bloody cruel.
Though it was ostensibly to settle their differences, the panel ganged up on Woodburn, eventually driving her to tears. She stormed off the show, and there were thousands of Ofcom complaints for how loose women approached the item, not to mention Collins' behaviour.
Well, I think that's sad. I think we should have drawn a line.
Yeah, not good.
Number 12, Chloe Ferry, Geordie Shore.
Abby, why are you bringing this up? I thought this was sorted. Yes, I haven't been completely honest, but what does that matter now?
You don't really watch Geordie Shore for reasonable discussions and calm debates. You come to it for drunken hedonism, and that was what this iconic outburst delivered on. While settling in for chips after a boozy night out, Abby and Chloe came to blows when Abby wanted to know why Chloe had kissed Sam.
I couldn't give a if you've been wrong with him since day one. It's the principle of you lying and not telling me the truth.
Chloe blew up, becoming violent despite Nathan's attempts to calm things down. Sam himself, also enjoying a chip supper, just stood by and watched as Chloe flipped a glass table and broke it to pieces. She then stormed upstairs and almost kicked a door down. It's one of the angriest TV moments in history, that's for certain. Number 11, Millie McIntosh and Spencer Matthews, Made in Chelsea.
I think you owe Louise the truth.
In these legendary scenes, the girls all ganged up on Spencer and started accusing him of cheating on Louise Thompson. It turns out that he definitely had been cheating on her and later made history of his own by dumping her in the most brutal way possible. But back to his altercation with Millie, he pretended to be oblivious while they ganged up on him.
With who?
Spencer, what, there's been more than one occasion you can't think with who?
What are you talking about?
This frustrated Millie to no end, who clearly thought he'd come clean after a public confrontation. He didn't, and she slapped him in one of the show's most memorable moments. Louise had definitely been better off after she and Spencer finally ended things.
We're not doing Spencer, this is what you've done. This is what you've done to her.
Are you taking the piss?
Number 10, Dennis Skinner and David Cameron, House of Commons. The House of Commons can be a rowdy place at the best of times, and Labour MP Dennis Skinner was notorious for speaking his mind, even if it meant getting suspended. In 2016, he accused Prime Minister David Cameron of hiding his shadowy personal finances, calling him Dodgy Dave.
I didn't receive a proper answer then. Maybe Dodgy Dave will answer it now.
When Speaker John Bercow called for order and asked him to take back his comment, he declined. Other MPs weren't the only ones to find this hilarious. Skinner, who was suspended 10 times over his career, not only called the Prime Minister dodgy to his face, but he refused to take it back.
This man has done more to divide this nation than anybody else. He's looked after his own pocket. I still refer to him as Dodgy Dave.
That's the kind of blunt honesty that people love, and we're not used to hearing it from politicians nowadays. Number 9, Malia and Katie, Love Island. Love Island has seen its fair share of drama, but Malia was probably the fastest contestant to ever cause an uproar.
Did you do that on purpose?
After coming into the villa in 2016 and going on a date with Scott, she had an awkward introduction to the girl he was coupled with, Katie, who knocked her drink onto Malia, supposedly by accident. The new girl wasn't having it, and the pair immediately started shouting and shoving each other.
He's done it. She didn't do it on purpose. So desperate, is she don't?
I think we both overreacted, to be honest, Katie admitted afterwards. Out of all the Love Island fights, this was memorable for coming out of absolutely nowhere. Malia may have only lasted a few hours on Love Island, but she certainly left her mark. Number 8, Piers Morgan and Diggory Haddocky. Good Morning Britain.
I find it repulsive when I see these big corpulent American tycoons coming over, blasting at rhinos and then posing for their lovely pictures.
Piers Morgan has been at the centre of countless fights on British television over the years, whether people have been arguing with him or about him. His most furious argument, however, may have been with the big game hunter Diggory Haddocky. who came on Good Morning Britain to advocate the hunting of large animals for sport.
There are also far more humane ways of disposing of elderly or dying animals than letting some corpulent American come over with his little howitzer, blow their brains out and pose for his trophy picture.
As a nation of animal lovers, we usually don't warm to hunters. So it naturally became a heated exchange, as peers called the practice repulsive, and Diggory accused him of tabloid sensationalism. Hunting is an emotional subject for a lot of people, and this argument caused enough controversy that Diggory was invited back multiple times.
You need to move away from the emotional arguments.
It is emotional.
And I'm afraid I have to intervene because otherwise we're not going to get to the rest of the interview.
Number 7, AbLisa, the X Factor.
Hang on.
X Factor has given us countless iconic auditions over the years, ranging from the shockingly talented to the memorably awful. Abby and Lisa stood out from the crowd for being unusually aggressive as the pair tried to fight the audience, judge Natalie, and each other. Like a lot of early auditions, you can't help but laugh even as you cringe.
Can I be honest with you two? You have the worst attitude of any contestants I have ever met.
After insulting the judges and demonstrating some wobbly vocals, Lisa told the audience to stop booing, and Abby hit her friend in the face before leaving. AbLisa may not have made it to boot camp, but they made sure the nation remembered them with a fight that went down in X Factor history. Number 6, Huey Morgan smashes a mug. Never mind the Buzzcocks.
Give me my own lyrics over and over.
It's part of the game, Huey. Never mind the Buzzcocks always had a reputation for anarchy and a history of inviting musicians onto the show to ridicule them. One of the most memorable examples may be Fun-Loving Criminals frontman Huey Morgan. During a round where the team had to finish the lyrics given by guest hosts Rizzle Kicks, Morgan smashed a mug out of frustration.
Kavanagh.
The episode immediately became a landmark of second-hand embarrassment as team captain Phil Jupiter refused to make eye contact with Morgan, and Rizzle Kicks tried to banter their way out of the situation. The meltdown was as funny as it was uncomfortable and showed viewers everywhere why you shouldn't annoy Huey Morgan while he's holding a cuppa.
You need 5 points to win, but I'd maybe suggest not winning, otherwise Huey might get a bit cross.
Number 5, Peter and Jane, Come Dine With Me.
In 4th place is me.
Peter Marsh couldn't have known he was creating an iconic moment in British culture when he unleashed a Shakespearean monologue on his fellow Come Dine With Me contestant, Jane.
You won, Jane.
After a week of competing to give the best dinner party, he announced her win by musing, "What a sad little life, Jane," dishing out some deadly insults and demanding that she got off his property.
Because you have all the grace of a reversing dump truck without any tyres on.
Peter's frustration led to one of the most hilariously harsh moments in the history of Come Dine With Me, inspiring countless memes and recreations. It's a great TV fight, not just because he's so eloquent, but also because at the end of the day, they're arguing over appetizers.
Jane, take your money and get off my property.
Number 4, Katie Hopkins and Phillip Schofield. This morning. Katie Hopkins is definitely one of the UK's most controversial figures.
A name for me is a shortcut. It's a really efficient way of working out what class that child comes from. Do I want my children to play with them?
One particular viral moment saw her completely humiliated when she appeared on This Morning to defend her harsh opinions on children's names. Hopkins criticised working-class parents for using geographical locations, making fun of names like Brooklyn.
Oh, so Brooklyn or London.
Your child's called India.
Yes, but you know, that's because she's...
Phillip Schofield interrupted to point out that her child's name is India. Hopkins tried to continue speaking, but Holly Willoughby was in hysterics, and the rest of the nation reacted the same way.
You judge children?
Yes.
On their names?
Yes, Holly.
There's nothing as satisfying as seeing a hypocrite be exposed on live TV. And nobody could take Katie's snobbish views seriously after they had seen that clip. Number 3, Robert Downey Jr. and Krishnan Gurumurthy. Channel 4 News.
I'm not saying that I'm such a fantasist that I felt like I was Tony Stark.
Channel 4 presenter Krishnan Gurumurthy has a reputation for winding up Americans. His interview with Quentin Tarantino in 2013 infamously led to the director threatening, "I'm shutting your butt down." One moment that sparked a lot of conversation came from Gurumurthy interviewing Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr.
Does that mean you're not a liberal, or that you came out of prison not being a liberal?
Are we promoting a movie?
After the presenter pushed Downey Jr. to talk about the more scandalous parts of his history, including his father and the drug problem that led to his arrest, the actor walked out, calling Gurumurthy a schmuck. Some people thought the presenter had gone too far by bringing up those topics. On the other hand, some argued that the American actor was too sensitive.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right. Bye.
Whichever side you land on, you have to agree that it made great TV. Number 2, Gemma Collins and Bobby Cole Norris. The only way is Essex.
I let you be rude to me and insult me. It ain't gonna happen again when you're doing it to my friends.
No list of TV arguments would be complete without TOWIE. The reality show made Essex notorious for drama, love triangles, and fake tan. And Gemma Collins, or the GC as her fans call her, is the undisputed queen of reality TV fights. Gemma fell out with best friend Bobby in 2015 after a fight where he accused her of throwing him under the bus with another TOWIE castmate.
No, forget that. No, Jem, this is where we will fall out because it was Chloe Sims. That was Chloe that done that.
Gemma then threw a drink in Bobby's face as he was held back by producers.
She's just throwing a drink at me. She's just throwing a drink in my face.
Fans were astonished that the pair turned on each other, but they made up eventually, of course. Luckily, Gemma and Bobby are just as entertaining having a few drinks together as they are throwing them at each other. Number 1, Grace Jones and Russell Harty. The Russell Harty Show.
Can you smell her at all?
No, I've got my own body odour perfume.
Let's try and keep it on a slightly higher level, if we may.
For our number 1 pick, we're taking it back to the 80s and remembering a classic scrap between singer Grace Jones and TV host Russell Harty. In 1982, Jones appeared on Harty's chat show and slapped him live on air.
Well, don't turn your back on me anymore.
I can't look at you. No, hold on.
The legendary singer later explained in her autobiography that she was tired and felt Harty was ignoring her, saying, "I was all dressed up like an Amazonian seductress and treated like the hired help. I thought this was no way to treat a guest." When the nation saw the shocking fight, ratings soared, and the show even tried to get her back on air for a rematch. But we still have this iconic moment of British TV where Jones made it clear that she was not afraid to stand up for herself.
Let us know in the comments which iconic telly arguments we missed.